Warning, this video contains my opinion. Today I'm going to be doing another sort of anime versus thing. I still have no idea what to call this type of video, but I'm going to be comparing Seven Deadly Sins and Hunter x Hunter, which might seem like an odd combination, but that's just the first two I thought of, so here we are. In my last video, I went over all of the different categories I have for deciding which one of the two animes will win, so I'm just going to go right into it. For which one had the most complex story, I'd give it to Hunter x Hunter, because I feel like world building was very fleshed out and nice. Also, the story in Seven Deadly Sins, I feel like it's sort of been done quite a few times. I feel like I haven't seen a lot of the stuff that happened in Hunter x Hunter as much as, like, the Seven Deadly Sins shtick feels like it's been done to death. It does it well, but the whole, like, premise and story, it's been done before. For animation, I'd give it to Hunter x Hunter, unsurprisingly, because Seven Deadly Sins is known for its bad animation going into past the second or third season. Sorry, Seven Deadly Sins, there's really no other option here. For characters or the cast, I actually went with Seven Deadly Sins. And the reason why is because it sort of just is the Gon and Killua show in Hunter x Hunter. Kurapika and Leorio aren't really around after the Hunter exams, especially not Leorio. I get Kurapika's off doing his own thing with the spiders, but it is a thing to take into consideration that half the original cast isn't around for the majority of the story, and I like it just being Gon and Killua. It's just the cast isn't very big. For originality and creativity, I went, of course, with Hunter x Hunter. I think a lot of it's original. It's got the best power system in anime, so I think that that's pretty creative, and also the world building's great. I just feel like Seven Deadly Sins, a lot of the stuff in Seven Deadly Sins, especially its power system is magic, it's been done before. It's not original by any means. It doesn't mean it's bad, it's just definitely not original. For best main character, I actually went with Seven Deadly Sins, and I don't know if this is just my bias, but I do really like Meliodas. Although, like, I feel his character type has been done before, and maybe Gon's character is a little bit more original. It's just my own personal bias that I really like Meliodas, so. I did like Gon not being a morally superior character, because I've got issues with characters that never do anything wrong and are always just have to be lawful good. I do appreciate that aspect about his character, but I never got as invested in his character as I did Meliodas, and I know there's a bunch of people who don't like Gon as a character at all. I do like Gon, but I definitely see why people don't like him as a character. For best side character, I went with Hunter x Hunter. I really liked Killua's character development. I'm a sucker for any sort of character development where the character sort of started off as evil and then turned good. I'm an absolute sucker for that trope. So again, that could be considered extreme bias right there. Because I totally understand if you wanted to go with Seven Deadly Sins because of Escanor. I totally get it. You like Arthur. For me, I do really like Killua, so. For the best main goal of the main character, I had to go with Seven Deadly Sins because Gon's I need to find my dad plotline, even though Meliodas's I need to save my girlfriend from a curse plotline is definitely not original. Just Meliodas's plotline might not be original, but at least it's not, I have to go to the store and find my dad because he went to go get milk and never came back. So, for world building, I went with Hunter x Hunter. I kind of went over this earlier, that I think that it's got like a more fleshed out world than Seven Deadly Sins. For best fights, I went with Hunter x Hunter. I feel like it had some really good fights, and I feel like Seven Deadly Sins animation problems really did hold it back in getting some better fights later on, which, sad. I know some manga readers were very upset over everything that happened with Seven Deadly Sins and its animation troubles, but what can you do? For ending, I have to go with Seven Deadly Sins because Hunter x Hunter never finished, also known as hiatus x hiatus. Sad. For personal enjoyment, I did go with Hunter x Hunter. I feel like I got more involved with the story overall. I don't know why, but I also really like the Chimera Ant arc. I like the dark twist. I always like an anime when it goes darker or more gory or bloody. I've always been into horror stuff, so I thought the Chimera Ant arc was a good sort of gory, more dark twist to the story of Hunter x Hunter, which had been more light and happy, before that happened. The whole comparison between Seven Deadly Sins and Hunter x Hunter is not really fair. They both have their flaws, but Hunter x Hunter is a classic that a lot of people would put at the top of their list, or even say it's their favorite anime, and not a lot of people would say Seven Deadly Sins was their favorite anime, and Seven Deadly Sins was not mine, but neither was Hunter x Hunter. I feel like they both had problems, but Seven Deadly Sins had a lot more. Hunter x Hunter, like many people have said in the past, its main problem is that it never finished. So by my obligatory chart, Hunter x Hunter would win, with 7 points to Hunter x Hunter and only 4 points to Seven Deadly Sins, a lot less close than my last little list. So that's my results. Obviously everyone else is going to say something different. I do feel like a lot of people would probably go with Hunter x Hunter over Seven Deadly Sins, but I'm not repping out Seven Deadly Sins at all. I think it's a great show. I feel like it's a bad rap for its bad animation. But by my obligatory chart I made up for the last video, Hunter x Hunter does win. And that's all I have to say for this video. Bye!